Welcome, everybody. Happy Monday. Hope you guys are doing well. Today, we're going to continue our zero DTE talk, and we're going to look at some crazy trades. And with these, especially, as always, I will say options involve risks and are not suitable for all investors. Backtesting is backward looking and not forward looking. Nothing presented today should be construed as financial advice. As always, check with your financial advisor for more information on options. With that being said, we have some tests to look at today. So we will look at 3 tests today, and all of them are crazy, in my opinion. But we will go from there and then just see what all we need to do to maybe adjust these. So the first one is a butterfly put on at 3:30 in the afternoons, and it is a 0-day play. And what you do is you are going to sell 2 of the 25 deltas, 0-day. You're going to buy a put. These are puts, 30 deltas, or sorry, 30 points below that. And then you're going to buy a put 30 points above that, making it a butterfly. So you're going to place this trade at 3:30 p.m. every day that there's a 0-day expiration. And this is using one contract, which is insane. And the only exit condition is you're going to get out at a stop loss of $3. Get out with a $3 stop loss. We have some opening fees and closing fees and things like that. But besides that, we are just letting it ride. And all of these today, for those who just joined, are crazy trades that I surely don't recommend. I don't recommend necessarily any trade. But these are all based off of the Test Strats, I believe, channel this weekend. Some people had some good conversations based around some just wild ideas. And I thought, since we're continuing our 0-day discussion, it would be a good opportunity to just look at some wild ideas. And this is the first one. So this is a put butterfly, 30 delta put butterfly, basically, at 3:30 p.m. And again, stop loss is $3. And as you can guess, because this is a pick and play, you're only winning about 49.3% of the time. But when you win, right? So let's look at this real quick. First off, the graph is crazy. As always, with a 50-50, you expect a little bit of this, choppiness. But overall, for one contract, pretty impressive trade. So let's look at what happens with this. Now, as always, you have to ask yourself from a psychological standpoint, would you put a trade on like this where you would have 6 losers in a row? Like, can you mentally handle that? I don't know if I can mentally handle that. But to the point, it's an interesting trade. So, with the stop loss at $3, you get out. What's funny is, you get the stop that expired there before you could get out. This, you get out for more than $3, and my guess on that is because you're putting this on at 3:30. The market is getting more and more liquid as time goes. The fills are getting crazier, and so you're probably chasing this. This order is getting placed for $3, and by the time you get out, it's 4.55, right? But then when you win, right? That's the point of a butterfly with 30 minutes left, right? It's you're losing, and then you win. You let it expire. And so over time, you might get some winners in a row, right? But it's still not going to be as much as the losers in a row, just because it's a pick and play sometimes. And the whole point of it is you put it on for a big win at the end of the day. That's what you're doing. And this year, that has worked. And the reason it has worked this year is because we're in a bear market, right? Any thoughts or questions about that other than that's just crazy? Would any of you actually do that? Would any of you place this trade? And just as a heads up, thank you, Hammer. Just a heads up, this is the least crazy trade we're going to be looking at today. So this your answer to this one will largely, I imagine, put the answers to the rest of them. Yeah, it's a toughie. It would be a toughie to just lose hundreds of dollars 6 times in a row, 7 times in a row. Uh, yeah, I recognize that this is a style of trading, though. That there are people who, um, from a mental standpoint, love the idea of positive expectancy. So, like, you're willing to take a big loser for a 90% win rate, right? That's your trading style. You know, um, you're going to win most of the time. But when you lose bad. This is the exact opposite. You're going to lose most of the time, and when you win big. Again, it's just a mental standpoint. Amy, it is indeed a toughie. And yes, I think we've all done one-offs to some degree. That's the thing about mechanical. This is like part of, if from this test, like you put this part of your portfolio, which I can't honestly say I would do, but it's an interesting one. So let me share that with you. And again, for those of you who are not members, this is one of the benefit of subscribing to Option Omega. You have access to some channels where people are talking about this stuff all day. And I can attest because we have people across the world all night. So here is the link to that test, and we shall continue.